Hola. Totally. I literally was to work out, and I was going to do coffee with Shanda outside the gym this morning. And I think because I gave myself a second, I gave myself like a change in routine, which by the way isn't that bad because sometimes routines can like keep you in a box. But literally, I think because I gave myself in my head, like I was going to work out this morning, that I wasn't somehow like doing coffee with Shanda. So I forgot. So it's so cool though, because no, it is a big deal. It's a total big deal. The fact is that I'm late. And I hate being late. I don't like being late for anything. But it's also, you can see that it's not a big deal. Like, it's just, being late isn't who I am. It's just a moment in the day. And this is no different than when I do a webinar. I had a client message me from the UK. I have clients all around the world. But a client messaged me this morning and she's like, oh my God, I did a webinar and it bombed. And she goes, I had 600 people register, 120 showed up. And she goes, I think it should have been more. And I'm like, that's 20% that showed up to your webinar. That's not a bomb. She goes, well, only 2 people took the offer. I go, that's a bomb. And you just like, you made a mistake. You weren't clear on your offer. Your urgency bonus wasn't strong enough. You're trying to get too much versus give. And what happened was that result. So I share this with you because, like, I don't know if I haven't met anybody that ever gets away from breakdowns or things breaking down or forgetting things. Like I forgot coffee with Shanda this morning. How random is that? I've been doing coffee with Shanda for like, I don't know, 2 years now. I used to do it at 6 a.m. and then I switched it to 7 a.m., which is no different than if you have a course that you're teaching right now at a certain time and it's just not working for you anymore. You can change it. You are the CEO. Will people get mad? Yeah, probably. But anybody who can't be flexible with you and grow with you is not somebody that you want to serve anyway. So I had a whole different presentation created for you guys, or talk created for you guys for this morning, but it got derailed with me being late. And I think there's a great opportunity in saying, you know, whatever it is that you're not really pleased with yourself about or getting the results that you really want to, it's really time to just let yourself off the hook. Like when I was reading my Bible this morning, I had another thought of this. So maybe this is God's way of drilling this down inside me. Is that I was reading my Bible, I looked out the window and my dog was chasing her tail. Still makes me laugh. But I actually noticed that I laughed about it. And I literally said to myself, I was like, oh, isn't it great to just make fun of things? Like not in a negative way, but in a positive way. Like just like have fun with life. Like, isn't it great to just like kind of laugh at the bloopers that happen around you? But even more so, the piece that got grounded inside me was, isn't it great to anchor the feeling of playfulness inside of your life? I mean, I think it's great. And I can say I'm not always like that. Sometimes I'm working and my day, like as soon as I finish my workout, I get home and I work all the way through. I basically am all the way through until 3 o'clock, which you might laugh, 3 o'clock, but I've been working since 5. And so 3 o'clock, I end my day. But then I move on to like Zach's got swim class and you know what I mean? Like it just moves into other things. And so by the time I'm putting my son to bed, it's like the day's just gone, you know? And so that's just the season I'm in with little kids and a very, very fast growing company. And so anyway, long story short, I'm babbling. I just wanted to say, like, I had the huge awareness around playfulness this morning, and I love feeling playful. I love being playful, and I love at noticing the funny things that are happening around me throughout the day. Even, I'm not actually going to share this, but like, there was a moment that happened between my husband and I yesterday, and we laughed. I mean, we laughed for like 20 minutes. And I looked at him and I was like, we should like be laughing like this every single day. And so I feel like I'm getting trained. Do you have a moment, like, do you have something in your life that keeps reoccurring and you feel like you're being trained on something, like the supernatural is training you? Like, I feel like I'm being trained that playfulness is a way of being that I need to embody more of to be able to, you know, fulfill more of my purpose and fulfill more of my life meaning, right? Like, we're all here for a reason. We're all here to create something. And I guarantee you it's not to buy a bigger house, a better car, or a jet. You know what I mean? Like, it's about contribution. It's about how much time can you free up in your life? How much money can you make to market your business so you reach more people? How much money can you make to employ more people in your company? How much time can you create in your life so that you can stop and give to the people that are not only in your life, but the people who want more of you? Like, that's the game. The game of success and meaning comes down to contribution. It's funny because even the game of making more money comes down to contribution. The more you can get more generous, the more you can get more where you contribute more, you get rewarded very handsomely for that. And so, but part of that, I think, for me right now is even being more playful. So what's yours? I'm curious to hear, like, what is going on in some of your lives right now that you're being trained by God, by the supernatural, where it's like you keep seeing this reoccurring message in your life that's been happening over the last maybe week, and you don't want to ignore it, because if you ignore it, then you struggle, right? So the opposite of disobeying the Lord is struggle. So it's like you don't want to ignore the lessons that you're being given. You actually want to step into them and take them and be a great student. Okay, that's it. I'm running. My Orange Theory has started in it's 2 seconds. It's about to start. So, love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.